Achtung, Achtung, hier ist Alex Wright, and you are listening to Chat Grapple and Cheat Pops with JB and Chris Dredd. Enjoy it, or I come over and kick your ass.
Hey, what is happening, wrestling friends and family? It is me, JB, and the man sitting next to me, of course, on your screen, is the best Chris in all of wrestling podcasts, Mr. Chris Dredd. How you doing, sir?
I'm good, man. I'm good, bro. I'm all right. I've fucking had a bit of a mad one last night, watching like all weird and wonderful shit on the VHSs, man. Like, was doing a few bits up in the room and that, and just sorting a few bits out. And I thought, you fucking bang a couple of tapes on, bruv. Mate, there's some mad wrestling shit as it is, man. But some of the shit on here, like, I've got to show you something, though, very quickly, right? A friend of mine, shout out Chris, another Chris. He is not in wrestling podcasts, but he is a fantastic Chris nonetheless. He bought me this gift.
Oh, nice.
Entrance music, bruv.
Have you been prancing around
and
doing your best entrances?
You know that. I say to my gal, hey, turn the lights down a little bit, dim them, yeah? You know what I'm saying? Let me put my Shawn Michaels thing on, yeah?
Oh, boy.
Yes, bruv. Know that. But shout out to Chris anyway. Big man. Nice one. How are you, mate? Anyway, you good?
Oh, we are rocking and rolling. Things are fantastic. You know, before we get into any of it, let's just tell the world that we're all in.
We're all in, bruv. We are not all elite, but we're all in, bruv.
No, we can never be all elite, but we are all in. We have acquired the tickets for Wembley Stadium. I know, and you know, that there's been a lot of debate about whether or not the tickets that have been said to have been sold are actually the number of tickets sold for this show so far. I decided not to say anything online this morning when we got the tickets, but when I did all of the tickets through O2 Priority, there was not a queue.
There weren't a queue?
No.
Well, I mean, there has been a mass debate about this subject. There has been a mass debate about this, and people are talking, you know, Tony Khan said that they sold, 40,000 yesterday?
They're claiming to have done at least 40,000 now. Like, yeah, it's getting there.
I mean,
in 2 days of pre-sale, that can't be right.
Never underestimate the power of the neckbeard, fam. You don't. You don't do it, bruv. You can't underestimate the power of tribalism, the vitriol that is surrounding AEW, WWE, and the clash of the companies, or whatever way you want to look at it. The tribalism is real. It wouldn't surprise me if, you know, because even my brethren, yeah, shout out to Adam, yeah, we're going to link up when we go there. My man yesterday, he's on the Fight TV. He's got a Fight TV subscription. So
that's Adam's problem, that is.
No, but you know what I mean? Fair enough. People have it because they want to watch shit on there. Cool, yeah. But that's how he got his tickets yesterday.
Maybe one day I'll tell him how to watch it without all of that business, that Fight TV.
Yeah. You could chat to him when we go Wembley, innit, and just tell him, look, bruv, do this thing here. So I know there's a lot of people that did sign up yesterday. All joking aside, we are all in. Yeah, we have our tickets. I'm taking it. Matty's coming with us, obviously.
Oh, of course.
Yeah. Cactus Matt, shout out, happy birthday to the brethren as well, yeah? You know what I mean?
Big 4-0.
The fucking, you know, my man's out there on holiday right now. Hopefully he's staying away from the dodgy oysters. Shout out to Matty. He's going to be with us as well. I'm hoping for a good event, bruv. We want to go there. We're going Wembley Stadium. You know, a lot of good memories, Wembley Stadium. You know, FA Cup finals been and gone and all that. You know what I mean? You know, fucking A. Look, we're hoping for a good event. We're hoping
Let's give you a bit of context. Uncle Dave, the Rag Sheet King, he tweeted about 3 hours ago from this time, which is, Wednesday, 9:00. Right now, Wembley is at 43,000 tickets sold for a current, at the time, $5.7 million gate. I'll be honest, based on 2 pre-sales where codes weren't that thing for Fight TV. Not everyone's got Fight TV.
No, of course not.
Or bought something in the AEW shop. And also, you know, based on my own experience on O2 Priority when I logged in at 9 o'clock on the dot this morning, and there was no queue. I find it hard to believe that many tickets would be available in a pre-sale.
So that there is the pre-sale. Yeah. So
one of many pre-sales.
Yeah.
There's another one tomorrow.
Yeah, this is the thing. It's all pre-sale. So when do they? So it's all the exclusive pre-sale. I will say one thing though, the tickets ain't cheap, bruv. Not for where we're sitting.
There was some tickets that were obstructed view for, I think, maybe the entrance or something like that, and they were pretty cheap. They were like 20 odd quid or 30 quid or something like that. But yeah, you're not going for that. Who wants those tickets?
Nah.
In a pre-sale.
From what I can gather from what you sent me, we're hard cam view, bruv.
I'm not sure. I honestly can't. I couldn't tell.
As you're cracking out the Iron Brew, man's on the 1901. I'm on the older Rubicon lychee. You know what I mean? We like to diversify with our drinks on the show. Obviously, check out Mr. and Mrs. B on the Instagram and them ting there, trying the drinks. That mango one that you got when we was out the other day, and that was all right then, yeah, but it weren't that fizzy. That mango, what was it?
Oh, the mango tango. It wasn't fizzy at all. It was
it was still flat.
It was like a still lemonade. Yeah, it was nice though, man. Like when it's cold, yeah, it's lovely.
No, I want to try them crisps as well, man, because Shan was loving them, but you weren't too keen on them.
Which ones were they?
The crisps, the potato skin ones, bruv.
Oh, what, the TGI's one?
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
They're all right, no?
Not my bag, but
nah, bro, I'm looking to try them, man. They look all right. I love a crisp, man.
We'll have to we'll talk about that.
We'll do a collaboration, fam. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Get us on
we'll
one
have
of
to
videos.
Get you trying the food as well.
Get me. I just want to come in on the drinks, bruv. You know me. I'm a fizzy drinks man. But yeah, but shout out to Mrs. B as well. Go and subscribe to that or follow that on Instagram as well. You know what I mean? But yeah, we're hoping for Wembley to be a big event. We're hoping for it to be packed to the rafters. We're hard cam, I reckon, from what I can gather from what you sent me today. I had a look on the little plan. It looks like we're hard cam straight on. So, fuck it, bruv. You know what I mean? Whatever we say about AEW and all that, bruv, we're hopefully going to see Sting. I reckon we might even see a Sting retirement match. It's a possibility.
CM Punk's going to be there, isn't he? Pepsi.
As soon as you hear, you're gonna like Mussolini. If you hear that, bruv, the roof's gonna come off. A lie.
There's no roof.
Well, exactly. So there ain't gonna be no roof. The partial roof will be blown off, bruv. It will pop off. So we're hoping for a good event. We're hoping for a packed house. I'm
a little bit annoyed with all the conflicting reports. They've sold. No, they haven't sold. What's the point? Who's arguing? I mean, let's be honest. A lot of these journalists today are very quiet after another journalist got outed today.
Yes. Pray tell.
Is it worth naming names?
Fucking, there will be as Dr. Zahorian said, there will be a naming of names. So do it, bro.
Well, Dangor of does it Give Me Sport or something like that? Someone who seems to be very, very tied with the WWE, especially with his thoughts and takes and all that stuff.
Yeah.
Has been absolutely rushed today. There was a report from someone from Fightful, came out on an Instagram live saying all the things he's been allegedly doing.
Yeah.
Including starting a podcast or a fake podcast so he can talk to women.
That's weird. A play. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's
so weird.
You know what I mean? Do your thing, innit?
It is odd.
Yeah, but it's very odd.
Predatory behavior from someone within British wrestling. What a shock.
Oh, shock horror. I was going to say, bro.
Yeah,
like, fucking
stunned.
Stunned. Shock horror, fam.
Not cool, man. Yeah, I suppose it's worth getting that out of the way. It is very relevant. I mean, his name was still trending this evening on Twitter, which, I mean, doesn't bode well for him. There's not really much coming back from that, but let this be a lesson to those other journalists who looked out for him and gave him the time and the relevance.
The island of relevancy was given to him.
It was, including some of known detractors of other people's work and other people's channels, even offering people out for fights and stuff, you know.
Well, other known chatterboxes, isn't it? You know what I
Yeah,
mean?
exactly. you just got to steer clear of stuff. You
Bruv, you gotta,
be wise.
You gotta be wise, fam. You gotta be Mr. Wise,
Mr.
yeah.
Wise.
You gotta be Mr. Wise, owl, yeah. So
I don't see any way back for him.
We're joking, but yeah, there probably is no way back. I mean, when these things happen online and these things come out, but occasionally, bruv, these people do get another chance. You know,
I would be surprised if he got a pass for this. Very surprised.
I mean, is it all allegedly? Is there Gyalem that's come out and said, you know,
information from females that has been passed on to Fightful in particular, with more than one person saying these things. So,
I mean, how does that work though, bruv? You get is that really a thing? Like you're gonna get girls off the back of a podcast? I mean,
fake podcast, yeah, trying to be weird and so, you know, sending messages or emails of your fantasies to to people as well. Like, you got to chill out, man. You got to. Twitter is not the place.
No, I mean, Twitter is a place, but like not for I mean, I was going to say not for weird shit, but fucking hell, it is like
you got to go on them other websites. You got to go on them Tinder, whatever. Like that's what you prefer, and you want to do that. Don't be hitting up people in their DMs on Twitter or on Instagram or on TikTok, anything, when they have showed you no interest whatsoever or not even paid a minute interest.
Who was that? Who was that geezer? That fucking singer that was it Adam Levine or someone that was going into women's DMs on Instagram? Just like
I have no idea.
I can't remember who it is, bro. It was a meme though. It was like a meme template. It was like that body. Wow, you know what I mean? Like it was like a thing. Yes, bro. Shout out to Harry Potter World as well in London. Boom Studios. We want to get sponsorship.
We're not paid to say that. From the awful to the strange, let's go with strange, because a t-shirt has caused all this bother.
Good Lord.
Yeah.
I've got a lot to say about this. Crack on, bruv. Explain.
I figured you might. Britt Baker took a bit of a whooping in AEW a week ago, maybe.
Mm-hmm.
She was beaten with was it the Singapore cane or something like that? Kendo stick, whatever you want to call it. She might have come out with a black eye.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. I don't see where it happened or how it happened. It didn't. She has then gone on with AEW, of course, and whoever else makes these t-shirts. Is it PWTs.com or whatever?
Yeah, something like that.
Not known for their grace and style. Put her face with the black eye on a t-shirt as is. But no context, nothing. Yeah. Just a female face with a black eye on a t-shirt. I'm not an easily offended guy. I personally don't care what the t-shirt looks like. As you know, fine, have it, be cool, whatever. But a lot of people seem to be upset by this.
Mm-hmm.
The main point of all of it is that it seems to be promoting some sort of domestic violence. I can see the arguments on both sides. Where are you?
Listen, bro. On the scale of outrageous t-shirts, it's not close to the guy's t-shirt at Clash at the Castle that caused all the stir. Remember my man? He had that t-shirt and it said a better dad than fucking Chris Benoit or something like that.
Yeah, I remember that.
Do you remember that?
He was relevant for what, like a night?
Yeah, brother. He thought he was like fucking internet famous in a bar in Cardiff and that. Loads of people fucking like cheering him and all that and meeting him in the bar and shit.
Yeah, one night. That's all he got.
You know, one night in heaven, as they say, M people. Yeah, I mean, as t-shirts go, it's just a bit shit. It's just a picture. Naff. It's naff. It looks like it's one. You know them ones there where you go to fucking just like print your own t-shirt thing. When you go to some fucking shit theme park and they've got like you can have your self put on a t-shirt. You know what I mean? Like not like the classy t-shirts that it looks like one of them pictures from fucking Alton Towers or something. Like not like the classy t-shirts that we've got as my brethren JB is modelling right there. Actually, as well, we are going to be. You will be able to see us at Friday Night SmackDown, Money in the Bank, and AEW All In, wearing fucking Chat Grapple and Cheap Pops podcast tracksuits, fam. It's happening, bruv.
Merch, blood. Merch.
But you know what I mean? Merch, bruv. Merch. And we're gonna look like fucking Mr. and Mr. Dickhead wearing the same thing. But it don't, to be honest, it don't really matter because we're the man then. You know what I mean? So yeah, as t-shirts go, my point is it's a bit shit. It's just a picture of Britt Baker with a black eye on it. No context. It should have been left how it was with just Saraya and them ones there wearing it just to mock her or whatever. It should never really have been released as a tee to sell. But these fucking jackoffs, just like, oh look, they're white man, and then someone has to fucking brain fart.
Quadruple XL, bruv.
Yeah, do you get what I'm saying, bruv? Them ones there, and then people are like, no, I want one, and boom, they release it. To me, it's just a shit t-shirt. It should have just been used in the storyline, or gimmick or whatever, just to mock it. It shouldn't never have really been released for a t-shirt. Like, if you're gonna have women wrestling and you're gonna have women bleeding in matches, and then you can't get and you're gonna watch it, you're gonna actively watch it, then you can't get pissed off if there's a picture of a woman with a black eye that's just got licks with a fucking cane. That's a natural byproduct of women smacking each other up.
With little to no context, someone wearing that t-shirt out might get
on road, isn't it?
Yeah,
like, why are you wearing a t-shirt of a woman with a black eye? But then do you know why? Because probably they would like to explain it. They would stand there and go, well, this is Dr. Britt Baker,
Booker of the Year, Tony Khan wrote this.
Yeah, that's what I'm trying to say, bruv. They would happily go into some dialogue with some random fucking domestic abuse survivor on road and go, no, this is different. She's tough. They could have done it better. They could have done it in a different way. They could have. I don't fucking know. They need someone like me designing their t-shirts. Yeah, someone better than whoever they've got, to make some kind of meme out of it or something. But like you say, the picture, no context, whack, fam.
The picture of that Saraya and them should have worn was a picture of them laying waste to her with the sticks. Someone should have got a really good still of that.
Yeah.
That's how you do it.
Yeah. Well, there was that other t-shirt of Britt Baker just bleeding though, isn't it?
That was a big seller.
It was but again, it's just a woman with blood all over her face. No, with no context.
But that had more context because she was wrestling in it, right? She was I'm sure the picture doesn't just show her face. Surely
no, bruv, I'm almost certain she wasn't doing anything. I think she was just lying on the floor, just looking up kind of thing. So yeah, I mean, if you look closely, you could probably say, yeah, she's in a wrestling ring, whatever. But there was more context, yes.
Did Becky Lynch ever release the t-shirt of her face when she was bloodied from that brawl on Raw or something? I think Nia caught her with a couple of good ones.
Let's have a look. Britt Baker, blood and guts, wasn't it?
Something like that. I'm talking about Becky Lynch. There was that iconic sort of photo of her in a SmackDown t-shirt after they'd invaded Raw. Used the inverted commas there. Maybe they used it as a t-shirt. I'm not sure. I can't really remember, to be fair.
It said main event or pain event role model, and it just literally had a picture of her. No, not in the ring or anything. It did say main event role model, I think.
So it's got words.
It has words, and it says Britt Baker DMD underneath it. So yeah, I mean, I think it says pain event role model, and it had a picture of her.
That counts for more than
yeah,
just a mugshot type photo.
Yeah,
of a female with a black eye.
Would
you wear one in the town centre?
No, I wouldn't.
That's your birthday present gone for a Burton then.
It's a wank rag. You know what I mean? You're that way inclined.
Yeah. What do you do with that? People got upset.
Yeah.
I imagine it's selling quite well on PWTs. There are some ultra neck beardy guys that will probably use it as their nighttime sweetheart. Yeah. That's as far as I got on that.
Yeah, I mean, it to me, it's just a bit of a shit t-shirt with no context, and that's a bit shit. It should have just been used in the gimmick. And if they were going to release it, they should have put, Saray, when they were using that X or whatever on there, the
green.
Yeah, the green thing, just to make it, and have it like a branded Saraya one or whatever, But hey.
So before we move on to the WWE, who have been fairly quiet with their sort of week compared to AEW and journalists. How's your VPN doing?
My VPN's spot on because I use Surfshark VPN.
So good.
How about you, man?
Top quality VPN service from Surfshark. As you can see, if you're watching the video just above our heads, use the code GRAPPLE for 83% off and 3 months free when you sign up to the 2-year plan. And yeah, what more can you say? You don't want weirdos and freaks and geeks and weenies dipping into your stack, trying to look at your goodies, trying to see what you got on your computer, what you've been looking at. You don't want any of that. Stay protected.
Hell no.
A virtual condom, if you will.
It is a virtual prophylactic for your computer or any device, as you can have it on your mobile devices.
This is why Thomas doesn't talk to us.
That's right.
we make the adverts worse each week.
Every week, man. Our rep is pissed. But at the end of the day, you know, he's cool, man. He's cool. He lets it slide. God bless him.
So yeah, please follow the link in the description of either the YouTube channel or our descriptions on Podbean or Apple or anything like that, and you will get the deal of the century from your boys.
Use Surfshark VPN, you bloody toe rag. Said by Mr. Regal.
If Mr. Regal says it, it must be done.
Do it. That's right. You bloody toe rags. Look at him. Who messed with him? Not me.
Before we jump into WWE as well, we need to shout out, you know, the UK Apple Wrestling podcast chart and the Australian one as well. Australia, I'm not so sure about. I'm still concerned as to why you're listening or what you're doing with us talking. But yeah, the UK, we sort of expect it.
Yeah.
You know, we've got families that we'd like to think download it just to give us a boost.
Mate, at the end of the day, we are hugely grateful. So whereabouts? I'm trying to have a look now. So whereabouts are we in the Australian chart now, bro?
Oh, as of today, let's dive into this as quick as we can. As of today, we are 195th. We have gone up 7 places in the Australian Wrestling Podcast charts. We absolutely love you for it. There is no joking in that sort of way, but sweet Jesus, what are you doing? We're out of the British charts already,
mate. You know,
we're only in there for a blink and you'll miss it minute.
It's great. We to be anywhere, doing anything, we love it. Want to shout out my brethren JB as well, very quickly, for hopping on the TikTok. We've got videos up there that you've been putting out and banging them out, regs. We spoke about an idea that I had for videos, but I've yet to do one, so I'll probably.
I'm still waiting. I'm waiting for these videos to arrive in my inbox.
Yeah. I'll come in your inbox soon, mate. Don't worry.
That's the one.
So
right in there.
Yeah, so I'll whack one right in there tomorrow. Yeah, so the TikTok, we're trying to push that as well. When we go to these events, when we're at Friday Night SmackDown, when we're at Money in the Bank, when we're at All In, we will be doing random TikToks just all around the place. You know what I mean? We'll just be doing random bits and bobs. That's how it's going to be.
Absolutely. There is no filter, no fucking around.
No filter, no messing.
Yeah, we're just going to have some fun. And
right.
Anyone that wants to join in, jump in, you feel free. You stick your face in. Get your face in our TikTok.
Definitely, bruv. But anyone as well who's listening, watching, paying attention, if you're going to these shows, give us a shout. We'll meet up somewhere for a beverage. You know, we like to meet like-minded people, wrestling fans, people that have watched the show, listened to the show. We will happily link up and say wagwan.
WWE, they had the draft.
They did. People have been moaning about this as well.
Oh, does it matter? Like, they're all going to end up on the same shows anyway. The biggest news out of the draft, of course, LA Knight stays on SmackDown. Do we need to talk about anything else?
My dude's the man. What are we saying for Money in the Bank then? this is going to happen sooner than AEW. So we've got a build up. I mean, we're in May now. When is Money in the Bank? We're talking what, July, 1st of July?
Yeah, end of June, SmackDown, 1st of July, Money in the Bank, yeah.
So there's too much. So there's eight weeks now until the Money in the Bank.
Got to get through Night of Champions first in Saudi Arabia.
Right, okay.
Which is the end of this month.
So what are they doing with a new belt, if we can just recap?
It hasn't been decided yet. I think they were doing the draft to see who would be on Raw first. The full sort of Raw roster would be established, and then they would go into Night of Champions, possibly with a tournament, like a King of the Ring style tournament. Or I don't think it'd be a one-night tournament. I think that'd be pretty mad. I don't mean it would be a cool throwback to WrestleMania 4 or whatever, but
yeah.
I mean, could Seth Rollins work 4 matches in one night like Randy Savage? Of course he could.
Yeah.
Could he work different styles of matches like Bret Hart did in the 93 King of the Ring? Of course he could. I think he'd got that in him.
Yeah.
But a big like one night tournament for the title could be a bit off base when you've got so much other things. How long is this show going to be?
Yeah.
I mean, was it WrestleMania 4 is like two VHS tape, isn't it?
It's a long one. It's
I'm sure I remember it being a double VHS thing. Because it was such a long show. I mean, like we said, LA Knight stays on SmackDown. There's been not too many, a lot of NXT call-ups.
Yeah, that's good to see.
Shawn Michaels doing his, I don't even think he was trying to hide it. I think he's genuinely pissed that he's lost a lot of NXT and his NXT roster to Raw and SmackDown.
Yeah. That's got to be the aim, isn't it? Really, to progress guys upward.
Did any draft sort of picks stand out for you?
Not really, mate. If I'm honest, I don't know if anything was really. Who is it? They were saying that the announcer for Imperium won't be announcing them anymore, but then they got drafted.
They did. Yeah, the Raw and SmackDown announcers got swapped, which yeah.
Again, to me, it's a little bit hokey.
Yeah, I think the draft was a bit underwhelming as a spectacle.
Yeah,
we always knew Roman was staying on SmackDown. Solo was likely to stay with him. The Usos are staying on SmackDown as well. Judgment Day are now going to SmackDown, so could that be a thing? Like I know Paul Heyman and Priest shook hands. It was it was an interesting sort of meeting of like the villains as such. But Finn Balor pulled a funny face when Priest and Heyman shook hands. I got a feeling that Balor might not be in the Judgment Day for too much longer.
Okay, yeah. You can see the stirrings of something happening there.
Yeah.
So yeah, I mean it's interesting what's going on, but yeah, it was a little bit underwhelming as a thing. But we'll see how these things develop. We'll see what happens going forward.
Let's face it, it was no snow brawl, was it?
It was not. It was no snow brawl. It was not a beach brawl, which we did just review, and you can check out that review if you go down to our videos, click videos, and have a look at our recently uploaded videos.
Get a look at that thumbnail. Go on.
You will see that.
Get a look at that thumbnail.
Check that shit out. Thoroughly enjoyable review for us to do, and hopefully for you to watch. It's great stuff.
Before we jump over to the next piece, I would like to say thank you to jjsilvaworks for his wonderful talents on the thumbnails the past couple of episodes. If you've noticed them, they pop. They're so good. I have to do it, man. Like he's a good guy.
He's a G. He's
straight up G.
Yeah, man. He's a straight up G.
We will put the link to his work in our description as well, because that's the kind of people we are.
We want to spread the love.
Yeah.
And I'll tell you what else is spreading the love this week for me. In Phone Shop, when Ashley's listening on the phone to Joanne's like girlfriend, he's pouring the drink like that, and he's on the phone. He's going, okay. Like I always want to do that when I've got a fucking Rubicon. Trinity Fatu turning up.
Big news.
On Impact. Big news. Let me tell you something. Notice that Sasha Banks and Trinity have not gone to AEW. They went everywhere else, but Trinity Fatu could have easily got signed to AEW if she wanted to. I have no doubt in my mind if she would have made the call. I'm sure she probably got the call. She's been out of WWE. How long have they been out of WWE for now?
Long enough.
Long enough, yeah. Sasha Banks, aka Miss Moni, she didn't go to AEW. She would have had money thrown at her like a stripper if she would have gone to AEW. They would have been throwing dollar bills at her. She didn't go. She went to New Japan or whatever, right? They will return to WWE. They will return to WWE. In their mind, or they may have been told, fine, do what you got to do, yeah, but just don't go AEW, innit? Because the likelihood of you being pulled back then to WWE is unlikely, I would say. That's my take on it.
My take is slightly different. I think Trinity never needed to leave.
Same.
I think the influence of Mercedes might have been a bit much. Didn't have to leave. Didn't have to go through all of that.
She could have gone back as well.
Yeah.
She could have 100% gone back.
How much does your value increase if the plan is to go back? How much does your value increase at Impact?
At the moment, not as much as it would have done in a few years, but I think it's a call out to get her back into the wrestling news and eyes to say, I'm still wrestling, I'm still about, and I'm still a draw. I would say she'll be the first one back to WWE, and she will go back. I'll put money on it now. They'd have her back.
Jimmy's wife, right?
Yeah. You know, they would have her back. He's probably said to her, look, go fucking Impact. Go Impact for a bit. Do a little bit there.
Yeah.
Everyone knows everyone in wrestling. Yeah. Everyone knows everyone. They see each other at conventions. They'll see each other
like the
at
village
airports.
in Hot Fuzz.
Yeah, bruv. Do you know what I mean? It is, well, you ain't seen Bad Boys 2. You know what I mean? It is like, it's literally like they all of them know each other everywhere. So, and they see each other everywhere. And the fact that she's married to someone who's fairly high up in WWE's pecking order, roster-wise, you know, he would have said to her, you know, come on, like, you know, I would say. But did you see that Mercedes turned up at Impact?
Yeah, fair play.
Yeah, I mean, you know, we still don't quite know. I mean, for me anyway, we still don't quite know the ins and outs and what have yous of why they kind of left anyway. I mean, we kind of do, but do you think as well, this is another hot take, that maybe that it just all happened really quickly and they were really brash in making a decision? It's just that Mercedes
I think
moaning,
it could be a case if the train was leaving, get on, or, you know.
Yeah, and it's like,
behind.
So they've gone, and then maybe they've just regretted, but they're just really stubborn. And they just don't
absolutely could be that one.
They're just like, oh, I can't go back now because we've gone. We don't want to look like a dickhead. Let's go and do some other stuff, and then maybe we'll go back and it'll be a bit of a pop.
Speaking of Impact, CM Punk showed up at Impact as well. Like he showed up at, you know, backstage in the WWE, had his conversation with the Miz or whoever before he was asked to leave. He showed up at Impact as well. This guy he's playing very well.
And yeah, when I see this, CM Punk is just showing that he can almost just, he's CM Punk at the end of the day.
He's been around too long, knows the game.
Yeah.
He's like I think it was Jerry Lawler might have said it on TV once. He's forgotten more about this game than a lot of people in AEW will already know. And I think especially that whole group, that vacuum, that power vacuum of Tony, EVPs and stuff like that, they don't know how this game is played.
No. And
they don't know how CM Punk's mind works and how it's a veteran mind, it's a veteran mentality. It's not that weird sort of, you know, Bullet Club elite mentality where let's have some fun, let's get our shit in, let's not care if the audience increases, the size increases. That's the way it looks to me. And CM Punk is a different cat. He's a different guy. He's
a draw.
Exactly. His whole being in WWE was about being the draw, being the champion for 400 odd days, being the guy. He only knows how to be the top guy. Been like that for too long.
Mate, I remember in fucking FWA and Ring of Honor back in the day when CM Punk was first coming through, he was getting his ass whipped all over the place by Samoa Joe.
I saw one of those matches live, yeah.
Bro, he was getting his ass whipped constantly, everywhere, all around the world by Samoa Joe. Who would you say in the scheme of it is a bigger star, Samoa Joe or CM Punk?
It's Punk.
Punk, right?
Yeah.
Not taking anything away from Joe, believe me.
No, and granted, WWE, someone, I think Road Dogg came out this week and said that they left money on the table when it came to Samoa Joe.
Yes.
Knowing full well his talents and his mic skills,
unbelievable.
Given a main event of a pay-per-view against Brock Lesnar, you don't just give those to anyone.
No, I absolutely not taking anywhere. I'm looking right now at my TNA cross the line twin pack figure of Samoa Joe and Mick Foley right there. So,
I never got those figures. I got like the first like sort of lot of Abyss and Christopher Daniels and Jeff Jarrett and stuff.
Yeah, taking nothing away from Samoa Joe whatsoever. CM Punk is a draw. He is a star. And we are hoping that we will see him at Wembley Stadium.
How many more chances are you going to get?
If Tony Khan doesn't get CM Punk on that Wembley show, then he's a fucking idiot. People think he's a fucking idiot already, but he's got to even the elite, have to understand. Moxley, fucking. The more time goes by, the more I dislike Moxley. Anyway, right? And I've never been a huge fan anyway. Moxley, Jericho, Kenny Omega, the Bucks, they're all fucking Jericho's crew. They need to understand, and they need to get into their heads that, Jericho knows this anyway, yeah? The business is about making money and working.
Do you think Jericho has a hint of green-eyed monster when it comes to CM Punk?
125 million%. He definitely does. And that is why he was the first one to chuck it out there that he will be willing to work with CM Punk if and when he comes back.
Because he knows it's worth money.
Because he knows it's money, bruv. Because he knows the business. Because he's... Do you know who Jericho is, yeah? You know that meme where you've got Matey Boy coming in pretending to be a kid at the school with a skateboard? Hi there, fellow kids. Yeah, you know them ones, right? That's Jericho, right? That is just Jericho. Like, he's pretending to be down with the kids, yeah? But he knows how the game works because he's been politicking for years, long enough. Jericho knows the game, yeah? He knows the game probably more so than CM Punk, yeah? And he knows what games are going on. And he wants to be there. He never let a fucking drama get in the way of money, bruv. Paul Heyman, exactly. Paul Heyman said it even with Vince McMahon. Vince McMahon knows, yeah? When he done that shoot interview, I think there was an inside the ropes thing where Heyman was talking about the shoot interview with Vince McMahon, and he said, "Oh, Vince, look, do you want me to tell you kind of some of the stuff that I'm going to say?" He's like, "No, draw me money." So he doesn't give a fuck. He just said, "Draw me money." But it's like the mentality of AEW is not draw me money, is it?
It's don't take the mickey out of my friend.
Yeah. It's
don't hurt my feelings. Yeah.
Yeah, but it should be Tony Khan should be like,
let's be really honest here. Let's be as brutally honest as we can.
Yeah.
If someone said to me or you, right, this chat grapple thing, I'm going to pay you to 50k each, but you've got to shoot, brother, on each other like hell. Like, go for it.
Right.
Cut some of the worst promos you could think of, like about each other. Hell, I'm doing it.
Bruv, I'm doing it.
You're doing it.
Yeah, mate. I'm going in, bruv. It's not a question, but it's draw me money. It is,
It's money left on the table, and that's the biggest confusion of it all. And someone like Kevin Nash would be sitting there, in his big house, saying, "Motherfucker, what are you lot doing?"
But again, our friend Billy Barty, friend of the show, he made a very good point, and this is why money gets left on the table all the time with AEW, because Tony doesn't need the money, and he doesn't see it necessarily as.
No, that's exactly the point. He doesn't need the money. Of course, they don't need the money, but I'm sure their own personal professional pride, the dick swinging contests, they would want more viewers. They would want to be able to challenge. Jericho said, "Oh, there'll be episodes of Dynamite. They'll be Raw."
Mate, Rampage
said it was going to take a couple of months. Dark Elevation was quietly cancelled. Who the fuck was watching that?
Yeah.
The new show, Collision, which is most likely to start on Saturdays on TBS, TNT, whatever, is proposed so that CM Punk could solely work on those shows with his pals. Yeah, it's just why I put up the meme.
Ridiculous.
The one that we made ourselves. Yeah, CM Punk wrestling a broomstick for 2 hours on AEW Collision.
Yeah, it's fucking ridiculous, and this is what we said on the other podcast. We did a podcast on Sports Carnage. Said the same thing there. The reason why there was talk about splitting the brands is because, for whatever reason, no one wants to work with each other. If CM Punk comes back, they might want to split them. But the fact is, they should be forced to work together. That's the whole point in drawing money. That's what people want to see.
They're paid a lot of money.
Yeah, that's what people want to see.
They're paid a lot of money on the guarantees. If someone's paying me that sort of money, I'll work with whoever the hell they tell me to.
Because Tony's the boss. He's the booker. And says
the working conditions are pretty good.
Yeah.
There's no house shows.
Yeah.
I think they have started doing very, very like the occasional non-televised thing, but other than that, you're not on the road every night. You're not on the road. You're not working the 5, 6, 7 night schedule that they are in WWE. There's not a lot of international tours. One, two if you count Canada.
Yeah.
Which you don't really. North America, it's not that big of a problem for them.
Yeah.
Just get the fuck on with it.
Yeah, to me, it's fucking ridiculous, mate. What everybody wants to see is CM Punk coming back, and they should air all the stuff out. They should be talking about the press media scrum. They should be talking.
It's the thing that would get them back to 1 million viewers.
Yeah, it will. CM Punk coming back, fucking talking shit about all of them, and them coming out talking shit about him. It's all been done slyly under the radar on the internet, indirectly. Do it on your weekly TV show.
Do it on TV, yeah.
Do it on TV.
Doing it on the internet just so that another guy on Twitter or on Reddit or whatever can spunk himself silly, yeah.
Yeah.
Stop trying to pop the internet. Nobody fucking cares.
That's right.
Do that shit on your TV show. Yeah, we've all seen the gradual decline in viewership.
Yep.
1 minute they're bragging about 1.1 million, 1 million, 900,000. Now it's 800,000. What next? Obviously, where it goes next. It's 700,000. And then it's 6. And then you're in that territory of where NXT used to be when they were up against each other on a Tuesday night, Wednesday night, or whatever it was.
Yeah, the Wednesday night wars, bro.
Yeah, there you go. The Wednesday night wars. Yeah. So how could I forget? I can almost guarantee if you air that shit out on TV, you're going to get the viewers back.
100%.
The hardest part is keeping those viewers because, that's a different argument to have. But if you want that quick fix and you want all of those jokes, memes, and arguments to go away for 3-4 weeks, you announce he's coming back, and the first thing he wants to do is talk about the Elite.
Yeah.
And you let him cut a 10-minute promo.
No, you know what you do. Right, Tony Khan. Listen,
Big Tone's listening, of course he is.
Yeah, big time. You know what you want to do, geezer? Yeah.
He's got his VPN switched to Australia. That's what it is.
Trust me, bruv. Right, Tony. Yeah, you know the London lingo. You're part owner of fucking Fulham Football Club with your old man or whatever. Yeah, you know what's going on, fam. Here's a little idea for you, Tony Khan. CM Punk comes back. You know what he does, yeah? CM Punk comes back and he literally turns up out of nowhere, whatever, pop, yeah, fucking CM Punk's back, whatever. Get your pop for him coming back, right? That gets him back in the limelight. That gets people knowing, right, CM Punk is back, okay? He comes on, he talks to Tony Schiavone or whoever, yeah? And he goes, next week, live on Dynamite, yeah? I'm going to have an AEW media scrum in this ring.
Oh.
And, yeah, and I'm going to have cupcakes and I'm going to have them fucking cans of drink or whatever.
Media scrums. Yeah,
We're going to have a media scrum in this ring. Yeah, right? And he sits there with a table and he comes out and he talks while he's eating fucking. Why would you not do that? That would pop the fucking internet marks. That would pop everyone. It would be funny.
It would, yeah, it would bring the curiosity back, wouldn't it?
100%, because he comes back 1 week, you get the pop for that rating the week where he turns up. Then he announces next week, I'm going to run my own media scrum in this ring next week, discussing these fucking children that I work with. Yeah? Come on, fam. It writes itself. It's already been said.
It literally writes itself.
It writes itself.
Again, leadership is what it is in Jacksonville.
Bruv, why are we not getting signed up to be writers? Surely they've got writers. Have they got writers? Or is it literally Tony there with a fucking binder?
Well, I imagine Pat Buck's helping him. We all know what other people think of Pat Buck.
I mean, we've had people on the show say certain things, but you know.
Oh yeah, you can't. It's out there. It's in our channel. You can find it pretty easily.
It is. You know, you can't, Tony. Yeah. Tony Khan. I'm talking to you, mate. You can't do everything yourself. You need to get a team of writers. Whether you take on board everything that they say or not is by the by. You need people chucking ideas into the hat.
You think they have creative control? Hogan style.
Yeah, do you get what I'm saying?
You think they have it?
That's right. Of course he does. So he can turn around and give it that doesn't work for me, brother. Fine, you do what you want. But you need people like myself and JB there writing for you outside the box. Ideas like we've just pitched to you then.
Helping them understand the vision.
Help it, exactly, bruv. You know, you can mold it to whatever you want, but you can't do everything, Tone. You're running an American football team. You're running a Premiership football team. Yeah? You're running a fucking multi-million-pound wrestling company. You know, when do you get time to, you know, people call you the snowman. When do you get time to sniff cocaine, bruv? You ain't got no time to do nothing, bruv. You literally are going to be here, there, and everywhere all the time, mate. You know, I feel for you, Tone. Like, you need to, like, start delegating, yeah? That's what you need to start doing. You need to start delegating a little bit and, you know, allowing things that, you know, you can't do everything, mate.
Wonderful words of advice from Mr. Khan, from Chris. Tone, we know you're listening, mate, so...
That's right.
You just have to DM. That's all.
Just slide in the DMs, bruv. Yeah. No lube, yeah? Just slide straight in.
Not under a burner. Not under any of that. Just
straight in. We'll, you know, like I say, we'll book this whole return of CM Punk for you and the Elite. It ultimately writes itself, but you have to have that play out, the aftermath of it, you know, and you've got to have. I'm giving him ideas for free here, JB.
Yeah, he's got to be careful now.
Got to be careful. You know, you've got to have Moxley call him what's his dick. Yeah, you have to have it happen on TV. It will pop the marks.
You do, and you don't, because popping the marks is what is kind of getting them into this mess.
It is, but then it's you're still doing,
and that's been a problem from day one. It's been about the marks. It's not been about the other. Saying the casual fan is not a great term, but
no,
it's about chasing the outside money. It's not just about fleecing the same group of people in Chicago or Jacksonville or
correct, yeah,
wherever else they go.
Yeah,
it's like, you know, or fleecing the good people of London,
yeah,
you know, or the UK or whatever, people that will travel in. I'm sure it's not about putting, you know, having your merch stands at 50 quid a pop for a vest.
Yeah.
Or 20 quid for a program. That's not how it works.
ultimately it's an episodic weekly TV show that people want to get.
It's poor.
They want to be entertained while watching it. That's the
I'm
whole point.
sick and fucking tired of seeing, a man put his hand in his pockets and get a really, really dead cheer from a shitty crowd.
Yeah,
I'm bored.
yeah.
No, and it's because he plays the character of a bored guy. That's his whole shtick, is being bored. And he's holding a championship. I can't remember which championship it is. There's so many of them.
The TNT, not the TNT one.
No, it's not, is it? It's something else.
Is it TV?
Oh, wasn't it the All Atlantic?
Oh, the All Atlantic.
It might be the TV title now. Who knows?
The Intercontinental, yeah.
Or something, yeah. It's 24/7 I-95, yeah, South, whatever that championship.
Yeah, it's
Yeah, but they love putting him on TV.
Apparently, he starts the show. He started the show for the last however many weeks.
God help us, today is Wednesday, and we are recording just before Dynamite will hit your screens. Is there another big announcement from Tony? I know he likes those.
I think there is an announcement in there. Someone's talking.
I hope not.
Talking about people. Yeah, I think we want AEW to be good. We want it to be great. Okay. You've got MJF's reign as champion that just has been meh. Yeah, there needs to be more going on. People are talking about Hangman and all that.
They all get lost in the shuffle.
They all
get lost.
Yeah, there's a lot that could be done and could be happening. The fact that you could have 3 shows, you could do a lot with that. You could get things popping. But Tony's, you know what Tony Khan is? Because he doesn't have people like you and I booking for him, helping him on the booking committee. At the moment, he's running around like one of these clowns at the circus, spinning plates on them things, yeah? And he's running around, he's spinning plates. One of them's falling off, he's picking it up, he's spinning it up, and it starts off all right. And then by the time he's got over here and he's spinning these ones, that one's fell off again. Yeah. So he's juggling too much, and I don't know how much say the Elite have on the booking.
Well, with that in mind, why don't we bring ourselves to a gentle halt and get towards the end? These are quick ones. We like to give you a little short run, and then we'll hit you with a massive fucking 2-hour special next week with some sort of review. I would like to say as well, your call out of Bishop didn't bring anything, did it?
Didn't come out of the woodwork, did he?
No, he stayed quiet.
The fucking jerk off. What the fuck is it? No, we love him. Yeah, I just love calling people jerk offs in American accent. It's fucking great.
I would like to shout out Good Cop Bad Cop again this week. I did listen, and Matt calling Graham a dickhead even if you just hear that clip out of context, it's fucking hilarious. I'll give him the props on that. That's great stuff,
mate. I've just seen on Twitter earlier on. They posted some pictures of some outfits for 4th of July or whatever. Not 4th of July or for whatever it is, and they're like penis, like penis outfits, man.
Okay.
Interesting mascot at the Rhode Island School of Design. It's a penis. It looks like a penis.
Oh no!
It's fucking amazing. Yeah, so that popped me earlier. But yeah, we love those guys as well. Maybe we can get back on their show and do something. Maybe.
Yeah, maybe we can bring them here.
Or maybe, but yeah, do you know what? They haven't graced
Exactly.
Right.
Let's not.
Boys, we're calling them out. Matt and Graham, we need you to come into our world. Yeah. We need to drag you over here. To do, that would be great. If there's something going on, we can get them.
Or even it'd be interesting to know if Matt's coming to All In or. That I'm pretty sure Graham's not going to fly over, but
no, I mean Graham's in the States, ain't he? But Matt Attack, but that's what am I going to call out another Matthew? Yeah, at the end of the show.
Boy, there's a lot of Matts to call out.
There's a lot of Matts to call out. Yeah, you know what I'm saying. So
maybe you'll see him on the mat.
We'll see you on the mat I'll pin you to the mat and get that 3 count.
and then go beyond the mat.
Oh mate, you know what, bruv? I was watching WCW. Just a quick thing, right? Spring Stampede. They had 3 count on there, but it was only 2 of them. That was 2 count. You know, can't get you out of my heart. Yeah, they did a rendition, and they stopped there. And go, because you liked it so much, we're going to do it again. So just because you liked it enough last time, I'm going to do it again. Matt Attack. Are you going to All In? Are you going to the SmackDown or Money in the Bank? If you are, give us a shout. We will link up. We'll have a drink. You know, go out for something to eat or whatever. You know, I'll take you to one of them dodgy street oyster sellers.
No, he'll take you out for fish. You
I'll
don't
take you
want to
out for
be any
seafood.
part of it.
Yeah, dude.
If anyone saw a meme I put up like maybe last week,
I showed my missus you pissing herself.
Some footballers surrounding another footballer, and he starts flailing and flopping about. It was essentially me and Cactus Matt trying to get Chris away from the fish buffet.
The crab claws, fam.
The seedy looking fucking buffet.
Ropey fucking buffet, man. But yeah, it's good shit. Because we have a lot of friends on the internet in the wrestling podcast world. So we just, we like to shout them out occasionally. And we do want to invite them onto the show. So, we're doing bits and bobs. So if we can organise something in the next couple of weeks.
Sounds good, man. Sounds good. Let's talk about subscribing. I mean, welcome to all the new subscribers. I think we're 1,180 now.
Yeah, it's creeping up, man. It's creeping up.
Yeah. Shout out to all our new subscribers, all our old subscribers. We love you too. Don't get that twisted. Shout out to anyone that listens to this or watches this. If you are watching and you haven't subscribed already, please do. It means the world to us that you hit the subscribe. You don't have to have the notifications. Nobody does. But hit that subscribe. Show us, that you want to be a part of this, and let's keep going.
Keep going.
We've got big plans.
We got big plans, bro. We're ultimately looking. I'm looking for Tony Khan to give me a shout because he needs some help. You know what I mean? Them plates ain't going to spin themselves, and he's got a lot on.
Let Chris spin one of your plates, Tony.
Come on, Tone.
There you go. If you prefer to listen as opposed to watching our beautiful, handsome faces, I'm going to make Chris do the thing. He's going to do the thing.
Wait, is that supposed to be a thing?
It is.
Okay. So you can catch us on Podbean, Spotify, Deezer, Castbox, Apple Podcasts, Amazon Podcasts, Google Podcasts, every single podcast app you can possibly imagine. We are on there. Check us out on all those podcast platforms. If you're watching us now, you're watching us on YouTube. You can catch us on all the socials. You can catch us at Chat Grapple Pops. Pretty much everywhere on.
It is on all of them now, isn't it?
Yeah. It's Twitter, it's Instagram, it's Facebook, it's TikTok, it's fucking the whole caboodle. You know what I mean? You catch us on all of them at Chat Grapple Pops. And that will be emblazoned down the side of our beautiful Chat Grapple and Cheat Pops hoodies. And we spoke about having a fucking QR code
on the tracksuit.
On the tracksuits, mate.
Man.
We are fucking going in, fam. We are going in.
We're going to be walking sandwich boards.
Abso-fucking-lutely, man. So, yes, catch us on the internet. Please like, please subscribe, please share. You don't need notifications, but just click the bell, slap the bell. You can turn notifications off. It doesn't cost you a fucking penny, but it really, really makes a difference to us if you get them subscribers. So please, please do it.
Couldn't have said it better myself. I don't know if you can hear that whistling just in the background. That is the music telling us to get off the fucking stage. We are being dragged out like CM Punk at Raw, or being kicked out of wrestling like Dangle. Sorry, I had to take one more shot.
We're being thrown out of the building like fucking Bobby the Brain Heenan on that Raw.
Yeah.
With cutlery flying everywhere.
So with that, we say thank you so much. Cannot be more grateful for anyone that listens or watches. I am JB, the man sitting next to me and chatting to me every week, talking this bullshit about wrestling that we do.
Yeah, baby.
Is the best Chris in all of wrestling podcasts, Mr. Chris Dredd. And for now, we say take care, everyone. We'll see you soon.
Bye, you toe rags.